what's going on, guys? I want to show you guys the core routine I want you to do. So this is going to be really simple and 15 minutes long. That's all it's going to take, 15 minutes, I promise you. And I want you guys to do this 3 days a week. You choose the days. Ideally, I like to do these on the days in between your leg weight days. So, choose an easy run day, and you can do this core routine anytime in the day afterwards. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. A lot of these you've probably seen before, but they're what I consider to be the most effective core strengthening exercise. Actually, side note, the thing that engages your abs the most, as they've done scientific studies on this, is actually a squat. So we already have you guys squatting, so we're already hitting your core in the best possible way with that exercise alone, but this is going to kind of top things off for us. So the first thing you're going to do, what you're going to do is you're going to alternate between an ab exercise and a back exercise, a low back exercise. So your rest will occur so you rest your abs when you're doing the back exercise, and vice versa. So it's active pretty much the entire 15 minutes. If you start to get tired and you're like, man, I need a break, take a minute break and then go again. I like to just put a timer on for 15 minutes. Be like, I'm gonna do core 15 minutes. Just gonna bang it out. Be watching movies and you can be doing core the whole time. So we're gonna start with plank. And when you're doing plank, don't just, again, like I say this all the time, but don't just get into the position. Like, squeeze the muscles you're trying to work. So I'm squeezing my abs as hard as I can right now. And notice how the hips aren't coming down like this, It's like my hips are up, in a strong position, tucked under me, and I'm squeezing my abs. So you're gonna hold this as long as you can, and then you're gonna go into your first back exercise, which is gonna be, it's right here. So double arm Superman. You're just gonna come up and hold, and then down. And I'm just holding it at the top like 3 seconds, give or take. And trying to squeeze my back muscles as hard as I can, my low back muscles. And you're gonna do that to failure. Alright? And then we're gonna go from that, you're gonna flip over. We're gonna do some single arm V-ups. Just do these at Stanford all the time. So opposite arm, opposite leg. And I'm not flexible enough, I don't expect you guys to be flexible enough to get up and touch your toe, but just try and get close like that. And again, squeeze the ab when you come up. Squeeze, squeeze, alright? So you can do that to failure. And then we're gonna go to single arm. So basically the same thing, but on your stomach. So this, opposite leg, opposite arm, squeezing the low back as hard as you can, holding it for about 3 count at the top, okay? Then we're gonna go into our last ab exercise. Just gonna target your low abs, which are a little bit trickier to hit. So basically looks like that. So I like to put my hands like right underneath my butt, just kind of stabilize myself a little bit. Head down, and then just come up and lift. Lift. So you can do that one to failure. Notice I'm not coming like super high. It's a relatively small lift. It's almost like you're just getting your hips off the ground like 4 to 6 inches. So then you're going to your last back exercise. So you can turn over and you're gonna do bird dogs. So opposite leg, opposite arm. Squeeze your glute, squeeze your low back. This one will be hitting both. This one hits a lot of glute, which is okay. You can kind of turn things on a little bit. All right. So then you're gonna, when you go back to planking, I want you to go to your right arm. Do side plank. So we're hitting your obliques here. Again, squeeze the heck out of your obliques. Do that to failure. Then you're going back to that same first back exercise, the double leg Superman. And next, so you're gonna keep cycling through the same exact exercises. Just every time you hit the plank, go from straight plank. Next time you hit it, right arm. Next time you hit it, left arm. And then go back. And just keep going through the whole sequence. So 15 minutes, that should light you guys up pretty good. It lights me up. So it'll definitely get you strong enough to be able to handle your, to keep that all important core strong, keep your hips under you, and not have the miles beat you up.